Welcome to South Sudanese Seed of the Nation. My name is Gabriel Tumnula Kungat.
My name is Kurmalwalde.
It is my great honor to welcome you to the show. Please share a show. Before we start, let me put the song to give you energy. I will put Mokta Jack. That will be all right. Please share it. Please share it. Please share it, my people. Please share it. Please share it.
شمال بلادي ومن غرب بلادي إلى شرق بلادي وانا ماشي قدام للهرير كل شكر من راضي بلدي يا الشباب الدنيا ويا صور افريقيا اسمع صوتي انا من مدينة كرموم ارض وانقصنا واسمع صوتي كمان من مدينة كفويتا.
And if there is anything, if you don't hear it, well, let us know. Thank you.
We are Africa, asma sote yana, imbedina kuru, arwangasna, wasma sote kaman, imbedina kafoida, agni kafosa.
Thank you. I keep look very short. Let we put John Kong because we are talking about the peace or our reconciliation in the Republic of South Sudan. And please analyze the sound before the Godon boy is a person that create a very significant song. So let me put Gordon. After that, we will continue. And hear it, please. Or can we repeat it, the song? It's time.
Oh yeah, let's repeat the song of Amota Jack and then we go to Gordon again.
Yeah, that is good.
We'll get time.
Wet guy, well, very wet guy, Jamal.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let we put the
Amota Jack song is a really historical song.
Very important, yeah.
Yeah. Please share it. I know it's morning in America and Canada. And I know a lot of the folks that are now sleeping. Share our life. It's a great life of the South Sudanese seat of the nation. Make analysis about the reconciliation among the South Sudanese, either here in diaspora and South Sudan. Thank you.
So okay, let us put this person, yeah. Please share it, my people. Share it. Please share it.
Welcome again to South Sudanese Seat of the Nation. It's a great program of the youth to educate our youth in peace and reconciliation.
Nachi roping of Yatka Chakingiku. Let us know if the voice or sound is not good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Chalichuk ayana belena mamurta Sudan mapira lena chalna maidin bainana rabuna
Good. I'm not.
belena 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 taban min zaman ya rabbuna Chalichuk ayana belena mamurta Sudan mujaja mapira lena chalna maidin bainana rabuna Belena, Belena, Belena taban min zamani arabuna. Chali shuk ayana beledna mamurta Sudan mujaja mapira lena. Yalna maidin bainana rabuna. Ya chap Sudan ya kwana shitel kum beled fiu mushakil qalbi miten berta miten tarta qalbi miten berta. يا جاب سودان يا كوانا شتلكم بلد فيهم مشاكل قلبي ميتين درجة ميتين درجة قلبي ميتين درجة يا جاب سودان يا كوانا شتلكم بلد فيهم مشاكل قلبي ميتين درجة ميتين درجة قلبي ميتين درجة أنا بكيد عشانكم يا سودان شد إلكم يا جماعة شد إلكم يا جماعة ربنا بساعد أنا بكيد عشانكم يا سودان شد إلكم يا جماعة شد إلكم يا جماعة ربنا بساعد Our beloved leading in Sudan, Lord our God, come is completed, our land not comfort. Sudanese are finished because of war between us. Our children terminated among of other law. Our beloved leading in Sudan, Lord our God, come is completed, our land not comfort. Sudanese are finished because of war between us. Our children terminated among of other law. You Sudan, Sudanese, be careful, we all have problem. When will I be happy? And then be happy. When will I be happy? You Sudanese, be careful, we all have problem. When will I be happy? And then be happy. When will I be happy? I'm crying about you. Sudanese, be careful, my people, who take care of my parents. God bless you. I'm crying about you. Sudanese, be careful, my people, who take care of my parents. God bless you. أرزقنا جنوبنا يوم شايفينه الليلة جنوبنا في يدنا يلا 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 يا اخوانا في السودان جديد شجعوا لنا السلام أرض دمنا جنوبنا يوم شايفينه الليلة جنوبنا في يدنا يلا 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 يا اخوانا في السودان جديد شجعوا لنا السلام سيبوا مشاكل بيناتكم هاي من زمان في جنوبنا في ناس كتير بموت سنبلة الليل لما في أيدول بموت سنبلة في السودان سلام يجمل قلوبنا ما دايرين تبرغا دمنا واحد وربنا واحد ما في قبلية بيناتنا
So data be man korba cheer we ko le share it.
سيبوا مشاكل بيناتكم هاي من زمان في جنوبنا في ناس كتير بموت سنبلة الليل لما في أيدول بموت سنبلة في السودان سلام يشمل قلوبنا ما دايرين تفرقا دمنا واحد وربنا واحد ما في قبلية بيناتنا.
Thank you very much, Panan.
Wonderful.
That great. That great.
Really, the mind go back during the liberation.
Yeah,
when
very important. Yeah.
When the SPLM
Yeah.
liberate the country and they were united and together against the common enemy in the north.
Yeah. We will start shortly. Please share it. We will put another song, either Nyankor or we can repeat for Amada Jack. That for Amat is also meaningful. So just share it. We'll start shortly. Really. Taban bài cái đầu dia cái ô pi sừng nghe ayo ko korean pa lugi share we quite die and then we go very soon.
Thank you very much for those who are watching tonight. We are here live to give you update about the peace, the importance of the peace and reconciliation among the South Sudanese and the South Sudan in the country. Thank you very much. And we are going to the independent in July 9. So we update people to have a peace among them, among their neighbor, and to themselves. Thank you very much.
That is too close to the day.
To the day.
The independent day where the Republic of South Sudan gained independence. So I will put another jog again. That was not a full mercy. So now I will playing it again and hearing. share it, my people. That is very important. To let everybody know this message is very important.
Gerang ajak.
Thank you so much. We quite die. Thank you so much.
أنا في سوداني وأنا ورفيقي وزوجي الأسودان وما
Thank you.
يتوفى بلادي ولاد السودان
Thank you. We quite
وأنا
take care with the
بيومي
later.
جندي شعبي لتحرير السودان يا الشباب الدنيا ويا صور أفريقيا أسمعوا صوتي أنا من مدينة كرموك واسمعوا صوتي كمان من مدينة كفويتا أرضية القوسة يا الشباب الدنيا ويا صور أفريقيا أسمعوا صوتي أنا من مدينة كرموك واسمعوا صوتي كمان من مدينة كفويتا أرضية القوسة بلدي وبلدون خطير وغيرك فيه كل الطوال الزراعية والحيوانية والليالي فكيف أكون جعان وكيف أكون عريان وكيف أكون مرضان بدون دواء في بلدي الغنية يا الشباب الدنيا ويا صور أفريقيا أسمع صوتي أنا من مدينة كرموك أروح وأنقصنا واسمع صوتي كمان من مدينة كفويتا أرضية القوسة يا الشباب الدنيا ويا صور أفريقيا أسمع صوتي أنا من مدينة كرموك أروح وأنقصنا واسمع صوتي كمان من مدينة كفويتا أرضية القوسة لولا خلفيات المستعمر والقليل البرغازي الحاكم في بلادي فكيف أكون أبشر وبلدي وزير الأنفار وكمان نار النيل العظيم يشوف من الجنوب إلى شمال بلادي يا الشباب الدنيا ويا صور أفريقيا أسمع صوتي أنا من مدينة كرموك أروح وأنقصنا واسمع صوتي كمان من مدينة كفويتا أرضية القدس
Please share it. Please share it. We are almost to begin. Share it.
أسمع صوتي أنا من مدينة كرموك أروح وأنقصنا واسمع صوتي كمان من مدينة كفويتا أرضية القدس الاستعمار البخيل وعام البسيط تركني مغتب في الأيدي ومقفول اجتماع بدون تعليم ومقفول اجتماع بدون تفخير عشان ما أدري كيف أعلن وأطور بلدي يا الشباب الدنيا ويا صور أفريقيا أسمع صوتي أنا من مدينة كرموك أروح وأنقصنا وأسمع صوتي كمان من مدينة كفويتا أرضية القوسة يا الشباب الدنيا ويا صور أفريقيا أسمع صوتي أنا من مدينة كرموك أروح وأنقصنا وأسمع صوتي كمان من مدينة كفويتا أرضية القوسة ولكن اليوم يا ناس الدنيا ويا صور أفريقيا أنا غمضت خلاص وأنا رفعت السلاح وأنا بدأت تحرير من جنوب بلادي إلى شمال بلادي ومن غرب بلادي إلى شرق بلادي وأنا ما ماشي قدام للحرير كل شكر منها في بلدي يا الشباب الدنيا ويا صور أفريقيا أسمع صوتي أنا من مدينة كرمو أرض وانغسنا واسمع صوتي كمان من مدينة فويدا أغنية فوسا يا الشباب الدنيا ويا صور أفريقيا أسمع صوتي أنا من مدينة كرمو أرض وانغسنا واسمع صوتي كمان من مدينة فويدا أغنية فوسا.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you very much. And welcome to the show once again. I think we will start Bankur Malwal.
Yep.
And there is no big numbers of people attending, but they will follow up later. Once again, welcome Bankur Malwal to the show.
Thank you very much.
For our viewers, you can see the topic of today is about reconciliation among South Sudanese. We will talk about the reconciliation, what the reconciliation mean, what's the role of it, what do the reconciliation need, and all of us know that reconciliation is very important to any human around the world, because reconciliation is a part of our life. When there is argument, whether in a party or individual, it needs reconciliation. Any dispute, it needs reconciliation. Today we will talk broadly in the Republic of South Sudan, because South Sudan is a young nation and it's been in war for 21 years. So when people come in and we learn that there is a chance that the people have to reconcile, because our president and vice president, they do their reconciliation. But the public should not. They are not aware of that. So we need a reconciliation in South Sudan. And reconciliation is very important, as you need. You need a lot of things. It needs forgiveness. You need to apologize any leader who was a leader by then. Everything has been put on the yoke of the leader. You know, it needs a lot of work to be done, but we will. I will ask Comrade Kurmalwal. That is the gut of today. But Kurmalwal.
Thank you, Gabriel.
To the show.
My pleasure.
Can you tell us whether the reconciliation may change something in the Republic of South Sudan? You know, where people have been in war, and the war is not easy. Many people die under the leadership of the SPLM. Many people die under the leadership of other party, like the party of vice president or that there's opposition in the country. Could the reconciliation can change something in the Republic of South Sudan? By Kurmalwan, back to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gabriel, and thank all the viewers who view our show tonight. And it's morning in Australia, I guess. Our show today is to make analysis.
Evening in
evening, thank you.
Yeah.
Our show today is It's about analysis, to make analysis about the life of our people. We are always concerned about it, to bring the mind of our people to the way they can live together, either in South Sudan, here in the diaspora, across the globe. As you see in the topic we are discussed today, it's about reconciliation among the South Sudanese. The importance of the reconciliation is the one I will make my topic today. I will talk about reconciliation. What is reconciliation, and what reconciliation bring to us? Back to my own analysis, seeing the independent, or seeing the South Sudanese being in war in the Sudan to the independent in 2011, in July 9, 2011. Our people are not being reconciling that they have a reconciliation. The independent, that we are independent country. Yeah, we are independent, but our people are not being reconciled, so they can have a peace to themselves, so they can have a peace to the neighbor, so they can have a peace brother to brother. So these are the things that we are discussing today. The importance of the reconciliation is showing that when our people are reconciled, they should live together. Either they cannot divide it themselves again, that they are living, I'm from this state, and this Mr. is from this state, and is from this region. We are reconciling that if you live wherever you are live, you are part of that place, and you should be in that territory, are the member of the Republic of South Sudan. And when our people are reconciled, they see themselves that they are not enemy to themselves. They cannot loot themselves. They cannot loot their property to themselves. They cannot kill themselves again. They can forgive themselves when there is any problem. They can work, catch hands together and work for the development of the new nation. These are all that the reconcile can bring. Even we have a nation today, and we don't have a reconciliation. We don't check our hand together. We are not involved in activities that we come together and we negotiate. We can refer to when you see the element in the polos, especially, I can give that example. When you see those elements that in the jungle are hitting each other because they don't talk, there's no way they can express themselves so they can reconcile. This is why you see this element is hitting at that element. But we are the human, we are the people, that if I make a mistake to Mr. Gabriel today, and then I should apologize to Gabriel, Gabriel will forgive me, either or I will forgive this my friend which do anything to me. This is the thing that we are talking tonight. Are the people of South Sudan? We should reconcile. We should reconcile among ourselves. That's the way the country would be very beautiful to us. We should believe in peace and harmony. Thank you very much, Mr. Gabriel.
That great, Bankur Malwal. You touch all the corners and the importance of reconciliation. That is very, very good, and we need to expand it back, because since the war began in the Republic of South Sudan, no way that all the tribe in South Sudan, all the tribe in South Sudan, 64 tribes have not come in one day. Start from all Salatin or chiefs. Start from all the leaders. They have not, were not been in one place and reconciled. That is very important. you touch it. As you mentioned, by Kurmalwal, it let me put that we are not clean. Since the war, all leaders we are not clean. But as I mentioned, or as you indicated before, to say that or to tell somebody that I'm sorry for the past, that is very important. Now, what modality or we way can our people come together to do that reconciliation in the Republic of South Sudan? By Kurmalwal.
Thank you again, those viewers us today, and Mr. Gabriel Atem. This is a very important, very crucial question. The way our people can understand the life that they can unite it and live together is to teach, to be taught, so they can understand, the great life that they can live together. The independent cannot bring us to live together. There's many categories why we are fighting the war in the Sudan. There's many ways. Either we hear, and people know that when the SPLM took up the arm again in the north, there's many circumstances that people were fighting. Either they were fighting through the religions, through the domination of the north again in the south, through the discrimination that the north doing to the south, through many things that our country have been ruled by the other nation, especially we call them the Arab. So there's many things that we were fighting the north, and the same thing we were fighting that we need our independence, that we need the freedom in our country. We were being treated in our own country as the second citizen, and this is our country. So there's many ways that I can say, there's many ways that we were fighting. But through that, as we are independent today, what we should do to live together. Because when you see these 64 tribes of Southern Sudan, who have been marginalized in many areas, most of the South Sudanese, when the war is rotated across the South Sudan, some are run to Uganda, some are run to Congo, some are run to Chad, to the Central Africa, some are live in the north. And these people, when we are independent, they come back to the country as the South Sudanese. So it means that when our people are coming back, and the people who have been run away because of the war, going to the refugee camp, some are run to Europe, to Australia, to Canada, and now they are coming back. They are the people of Southern Sudan. And this is what makes the reconciliation of the South Sudanese, to do the reconciliation and live together as the one nation of the Republic of South Sudan. So these are the important of making the reconciliation across the South Sudanese, because the independent cannot bring out the reconciliation. It is we that we can reconcile to ourselves, and our nation, which get independent, is the one which is the umbrella of the country, that they control the country, but we, which are the tool in that country, to reconcile and build the country in the way we want, so we should live in a great life in the country that we independent. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ban Kurmalwal. You nail it, and that is very important. So you say that they need a general call from the government to call all the leaders in the Republic of South Sudan, all the parties, and then they can make that to be effective in the Republic of South Sudan. That's what you say.
Sure.
General call. Okay, thank you very much. That is what we need, because of we've been in that situation since the war. because when you see our images, it's really bad to go to the war while you are young. Really, very tough for this generation of ours. Um, when you look at our concern, as you mentioned, is that completely no cooperation, or you can see people they see each other like they are not from one country. When you go to WAP, or when you go to Nasser, when where see you can see you like enemy. When where go to Equatoria, you can see where like its enemy. When Equatoria went to Dinka, somebody can see Equatoria like enemy. When you know when you circle that one, we are really experienced. People pretend like they are in one country, but that one not, because you can learn it in Juba. People they cut themselves like animal. They put that fungus. They kill themselves. That are part of life of the country people. Now we are outside. Can you tell us, because when you see this, those who look around, as you are from, you are the seat leader in America, and also the other seat leaders around the world. When you see that one, there is no cooperation in the Republic of South Sudan, and we've been fought for independence. How do you feel for that that issue of our people that don't even love themselves, and you are outside, you work for the country to benefit the country. Financial, you do something. You do something like what we did all the time here through television, South Sudanese seat of the nation of television. Can you tell us that if that one affect you, or can you tell us enough?
Thank you again for the viewers and Mr. Gabriel, the president of South Sudan seat of the nation in Australia. This is a great question, and this is a great point, which I really love the question. Mr. Gabriel, to make you be known by those who are watching us today, this show actually is the show of the Red Army. We are the part of the Red Army, Jesh al-Amar, Lost Boy in America, Mine in East Africa. This live I spoke. We have been concerned that to follow up our route of liberation until we get independent in 2011, that the independent will bless us with the peace and reconciliation. The independent will give us many things, infrastructure and development. The independent will grant us with the road and education. The independent will make our life change in the country, that the son of South Sudanese will work in the peace and work together and recognize the South Sudanese with no discrimination to each other. So we were fighting for the purpose to get independent. And this is the reason how we are here today. We are still continue, and we are still continue thinking that our independent, we will put it forward, and we are continue to speak to ourselves that our independence is coming. We are independent country, and we need to increase. We need to develop in our heart that we are independent in our heart, not in physical, not in physical, that we are independent without being shown to others. We know the independent, what the independent grant to the people as we are in the West today. Mr. Gabriel, you are living in Australia. When I go to Australia today, I will be respect as American come to Australia, and you have a dignity as Australia, live in Australia totally, and you are Australian, and you are not being discriminated as Australian. The same thing as I live in America. I'm American. I'm American. Even I'm not American born, but I live in America. This is what we need to train our people. The independent is not independent that we get independent from the Khartoum. We need independent of the people that we are independent country, and we need to be independent minded that we are South Sudanese live in the Sudan, in South Sudan. We are South Sudanese that it should be free across the South Sudanese territory. These are the independent that we need. So it need work as we are still the generation that can exist today. We need to call all our people, to call all the youth of South Sudan that to catch their hand are the people of South Sudan without discrimination each other, and so they can build the nation in many ways. There's many things that we are focused on that. Last year when the epidemic of COVID-19 came into the Republic of South Sudan, and our people have no way that they can secure themselves. There's no tool that they can protect themselves from COVID-19 and many diseases. And if we are corporate and we are develop our country, we build the hospital, we build the school, we build the way people can live in many. There's a good water. We have many food in South Sudan, so our people can eat. We build industrial, so our people can work, and many things that can make the life of the people of South Sudan live in peace and stability. That means that we are independent. We are independent in resources. Our people are not living with hungry at night. Our kids are born and using the diaper. They should be the company of the diaper. So when the kids are born, they can have the good assistance that they can use in their living. So these are the things that we are concerned are the people of South Sudan today, are this generation that because we know even our time is coming up, but we are still exist. So we need to inform our youth of South Sudan to turn up and take this as initiative, as a tool of reconciling themselves and build the country. So when the other epidemic or other disaster come to their own territory, they can defend themselves. Not ever the war of gun, but the war of disease, the war of hunger, the war of clothes, the war of many things that they can live into. So it's a good question, Mr. Gabriel Atim. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. For the general public, that would be another question, and then we will turn it to Dinka. We always, our majority who watch this show are Dinkas, but it's good that we are South Sudanese. As South Sudanese seed of the nation is it's very broad, is not belong to one tribe, but because of those who watch around here are Dinkas. And we want to let everybody know that what we are talking about is very important. So now, the next question is not easy, but you will try. Always you are in choose of Juba. Okay, if there is no reconciliation or peace or reconciliation among our people, can we get an stability in the Republic of South Sudan? That is general term by Kurmalwan. Can the country be in good situation where the development with race? Because we are now been, South Sudan is now been, how many years? Since 2000, so since independence, 2011. And you can see there is a sign of peace, but because of war among ourselves. And so now, if this one reconciliation not there, can you imagine, can we get something benefit South Sudan?
No. Thank you, Mr. Gabriel. The answer is already no, because we've seen and we see the example of the country which has seemed like independent. Example, since 1991, the country like Somalia in East Africa, we see the example when Somalia go into the war between the tribe line, especially between the big tribe, like what happened in South Sudan, between the tribe called Awia and Darod. That thing affect the country. And this is what we experienced in South Sudan. When the largest tribe in the South Sudan enter into war, especially on the Nuer and the Dinka, they really affect us. Even those who are think they're not in the war, they affect us in many ways. In development, if there's no war in Equatoria, in other side of the South Sudan, those people who are in war, they can run to that place and they still follow each other. So that reconciliation is very important, that when we come to the development, there is no development without people are being together. Because when you are the business person, you should have your shop. You go and make your shop in Bintiu. And those who come and the buyers come and buy your merchandise or your good, they're not from your tribe, but they're from the country. They're from South Sudan. Or you can have the hotel in the wholesaler in Lumele. You expect those who bring the money to you, they're not from your tribe. And that thing, it shows that when the country, they are together, you know, they are reconciled, you know, they can work in peace and they can have many things. They can bring many things to the country and they can develop. They can have a wholesaler where people can work, employ people that can run your business. You can have a school and you can hire the instructor that they can teach in the school. They should not be your brother and they can be your brother. There are many things, even building the real estate, those who can work, because the people are specialized in real estate, they are engineer. There's many things that the peace can bring. You can develop that your real estate across the country in many places. I've been in our show that we do in a preview month ago. We been talking about the South Sudanese, which are developed the real estate outside South Sudan, and what make that, because they are afraid to come to the country, because our country are not united. Even if you think that your real county where you were born is, they have stability, who will be your customer? There will be no customer that can buy your stuff. There will be no customer that can go in your real estate and purchase the house and they can live in because you're a business person. But if the country reconcile, you should have your real estate that across the country and people can buy your house and you can build the house everywhere you want across South Sudan. So these are the things that the reconciliation can bring to us. When our people are in peace in the country, they can achieve many things. They can achieve education, they can achieve the education, they can achieve the way of life, they can cultivate, they can do many things in the country. So it is important for our people to come together, to catch their hand in peace and live in peace are the people of the Republic of South Sudan.
Thank you very much, Bankur Malwal. Chatem, you try.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much. That is the good analysis, and thank to our viewers. Thank you very much. We will tend to Dinka. Let we put do break. Chin tong kor, little chin tong kor.
Good Yankor.
Ani jam ya, war tong rat. We break a book by loy, or when Yankor a book town, Yankor Matiang. Kuboko job at Dutin Dinka. But very important, Biranaban Baping, everybody has to know that the importance of reconciliation in the Republic of South Sudan. Not for president alone, not for vice president alone, it's for all of us to catch our hand together. That's why we put that. We need our people to, we suffer. We suffer a lot. So, please.
Jangan tiada, tiada nak kau warpin, tiada nak kau dokpin. Aku jalan ke wadah, aku weging ni, aku wegdaj. Aku jalan ke wadah, aku weging ni, aku wegdaj. Madali aku wander, wadah aku wander, aku kiamat. Madali aku wander, wadah aku wander, aku kiamat. Rinti madapyo chapa madapyo. Rinti madapyo chapa madapyo. Rinti madapyo chapa madapyo. Manto dungi boyo yungi boy. Rinti madapyo chapa madapyo. Dabara chak ding. Dabara chang nyang wakot din. Dabara chak nyang way 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 way. Bang pin kidung buka tiago, bang pin kidung buka chop chabab, chababo nam ke purkun, wek chabam nam ke purkun bang du makur. Shabab tinggal, inti tinggal. Shabab tinggal, inti tinggal. Only kabu jojo, tabi ang Victor.
Yan pol ya. Namana.
Sure.
Yendi kabu jojo, tabi ang wan tisiteran. Garang kabu jojo, tabi agatit. Rana welcome, rana welcome. Garang kabu jojo, tabi agatit. Rana welcome. Nanu de anu patwad tinde wajalmu. Tin bawar wadang. Nanu de anu patwad tinde wajalmu. Tin bawar lengiyem. Inang lak jojo miki tuwe bawar wadang. Inang lak jojo miki tuwe bawar lengiyem.
Thank you very much, Nino Biori Chale Japai.
Shabab tinggal,
Thank you.
tinggal. Jam jadi kajalwe jijin nam wiyakun. Wek shabab nam kiyakun magu mayat. Jam jadi kajalwe jijin nam kukurkun. Wek shabab nam kukurkun magu macam. Jam dewi jadi jam dewi jam dewi Chababo nam piye pun, wek chabam nam piye pun bagu
Thank you very much. Chale, Nyakol Matiang, one of the veteran Euro, Nalo Ramu. But Kurmalual, welcome back. Inchalor.
Thank you, Mr. Gabriel.
We quite die, we took a ledger, we took a lore. Easy. Come on, Kojuj, a token and in cake, Kojuj, a to Lolo, we wrote Gam, we Louis, we die cooler. Taban, Kijamo cooler, Kachol door, because mat, because mat, because you mat, you know, Kijamo, a cooler. You're going to town the other 10. Na chi tong jeng ke la difle be taw jete chi ni taw tin ka bugu jobe kor bugu gui jaret lekin ne dor ya ke chomat bu ko piol matan na lenga chi ka chi wo ke bu parot yena ke jemo wo menejel SPLM yot keror ke tonga chi dit chi tong dire a chi ko jaru kayaret ko jaru kay chi ngay ni men kuy no ci randere ca no ci leader ci ngade ku ngot ke adam to gan to tin na wan lo pid le ben kam ke ko junuf taban ko grod o kero pin ko junupin a wo ci rot wo ci toro rot ku ngot ko dor bo bu mat na mat ku rot ke leader ke ban mu ko ke ga dor lo ya pet kam kan a ci wel ci ben ku dom ke ci bu mat ci lekin ke yana chap au ran bento werba ye jey wele ke mi tukul wele ngara acer kana ken akelo ale det ke cheloy ku to ke cirka ran ben na wan boko tin ke ko wan ro loy nusia ko ken chol chap be ko met bu ko ke pat ko to kana cho yen a chi wo eta that alengato lana ye na bom mon nuer ka ting mon jeng ke chi nyar na bom mon jeng ka ting mon nuer ke chi nyar a to mo bom mon Victoria ka ting mon nuer ke chi nyar a bom mon Victoria ka ting mon jeng ke chi nyar na bom mon Victoria chi mon jeng ke chi nyar ku ja ga bel ko kana chu tinga chi alengato alang something lana ya ko ke ya doubt rot ke ya suspicious ko woni a to ka die rot ke kene chen dor lo ko kene ka chi wo tembu gweret bu ting bu ga ke cho reconciliation bu mat bu dil cho lay tereka ba chi kur ma wal ci lelwon ke da de ken bi kene ke bia kuma ci tongde boy dit be ngade be ko bangor ko tien brana ben be chol ke cho mat very important ay jeng lel ci awu ci to ko ci romang ku keur mo ndi don ci ko tem be tem ke di kwan mis ga di ku ye ngay chu wa ku le dong goro dong na won met ke ci ka ken ben a ken an go le dum ay ke cho mat be ko ke mat be ko be dor bu ko ngade yen pial ku ko ye ka seru awu ko to ro wo ko to ro wo to wo long pion da pe according to the anti-European ko ko seed of the nation yen te rap au yen je chamber wo len culture da kin gabilia pana lokni yero lo belang gabila attack ti go no e wo shuru so ke karbal lelin kur malwal ko kyo na bungor ga dulangin ka wonjak ngade baga jo gere je tong jeng yongo piade reconciliation or ke to mat bu koy mat bu koy cin dom tok bu koy ru pala wech yongo piade panda bale ko jan thank you kale
nin challenge again Gabriel Atim ku jena koi ke dai manwa kau ku jena te Australia Canada ku ke South Africa ki jamone kula o jam ne mat ku jena dor ye mananga amane junubine jamo o jam ne South Sudanese or South Sudan ke choy mat mat ne ko chalotwe the topic the South Sudanese seat of the nation kiben nyal le kol ke jam ye mat yongo important ne ne ban jam dit a chuguti many yoda nyanya one yoda way bo nyanya two bo SPLA kujena branco kiben be within SPLA either the major one 1991 run by the vice president called Sim akibag de jot kujena ko kia jan le kortum le gaben ko cha jiru wayarit jinupin na ajiru ngot ajiru tem zakin ekepial da ci junup ku ci pande baby in 2011 ci den country ke country ga ci ya country today we country but door ko e country ga ilang door country ga ben e country ga ci lang ba ilang ke we lang wudut kam de chuman ke junup ku jena koy ke ton kam de junup de Kenya Uganda Tanzania Kenya Uganda Central Africa Congo ayong yike ne junup Sudan but koy to pi junup akendor mena nyanya one ya dorongo let's see this example anyanya one on kwenyen mai chan bitong lo langi chirai pyo ke chen be ben de weda anyanya tong no koy langen anyanya is something samam eke koy
semai
sim alan ko ci o ku jurup wala ko ci o ku chuma ku koy ga nang to go pyo e ci go wo ran wo kan ine tande be ben to this PLA e kalong ma chaken ci loy ton ko jirut e ka ke en pya kan kero wa ko bi junup ko loy wo e wo chut bu hit of the state ina wa president General Salva Kiir Maya be live down we ping that because can along ko in fi junup we ina to ke in father in president mu country today can bi junup door bi junup door bu koy to fi junup bi door e ba ca gwiro ke ba ca chan system ko ka ay door ndot bi kiran be nga kan query bi kiran be nga tinu ne nyang ko relwen le tien tielo werbi bi kiran be nga ma de ngi pidloy buku bay buku yik buku lang mu sej fat abi diar ga juru Sudan bi ya dit ke kintok de dit ci wi ayo bi mis ke juru Sudan ke dit ke be ga langa kim bi generation be le dit bi ton pir pidi because ngot e ko lo ande piden be ko to ne pi fedi bu ko chum rap bu ko cham kene ke bayben e do da ci Junuba Sudan ku ci long door ko jaro nyar e kay waiting today especially ko rare fi Africa ayeg lele ye na korbalo ye I don't know cha ba chol tung mo jang ay mo jang le ko jalo ye ku ke cholo ye e te pit te pazi ci to ti te pit ti man le da lor pan ne ala ci lo ye ine te yoken ba de pan chen ko e cha ye u ko to pitin u ko jibenti a ci da ye to Junu ba ye I remember in 1997 ci Khartoum chen majati na ci ko lo fi chuman fi Khartoum bi gu Junu e ke ben ko mu e ke ben ko mu ka ko mu muktar da da e lo muktar gen la jalo to fi Junu kimi lo fi jana kimi lo dial ko da yego yo ager e ken yo le ko to fi Junu Sudan ku ko to fi na ci jan Junu Sudan ko to fi diaspora that door Junu door ko door country jiben o yilang Junu Sudan into binda President Kir Maya ke yen president today but door ko bu ko ben together because on chima to Lutheran King chilwel alwele run ko bu ben go ya nyan yer Quran chul won chul abaga kin mat ku buga chad to in a long great thing of the United States that are united today that kai ko ben I welcome big ben to the United States ko ke ka ya united kai pa ne chi ku gwir ai to ani chi chup ke jong det ai cho ka chi chup ai chi lo ye chi ben bi nge lang opportunity bi che you that che president kinanga but koi to America today Canada Australia chan ba jolo ben ki ban de bai too much you need ba ban the company you need ba ban the institution badang school you need ba ban the restaurant chan ba ba la tai but I ban the country telephone every day a lot of problem ko ya che go noted go president ko ya che loited go president ga cho too much job but today pan kin ko pitin ti ma de Junu Sudan ayo le da kan ya president kin kilon pieto but lo balagwe lo ne choy president elwe e bato ki ya lwang ko chan boko yiki ba lwang ko ko ga dir ga yin but in along the country the total in ton dirben in a president so yen ki yen chol ku today ko ye members of the South Sudanese seat of the nation in Canada, in Australia, in the United States. We call for the peace and reconciliation among the South Sudanese. And that thing, Rani Beloi Chan Bokocho, in head of the state, in president. Chan Bokoy Kwan, the dominant Binjan, because it's you for 400 years. Okay, don't care legacy to yourself. Call the legacy. Junu Sudan. Chaka yen by Queen Pet President. It can a legacy tongi that Bokoy one kitchen mat. Keda Chala Jena, Kim would kill up here. Can I walk a chol? Koi kated by Koi dear Kabai Junu Sudan. Bikudor Junu Big Chol. I keep a chol canisa. A book of chol because the long run lock and is okay. Can I pee? A book of Cholben that you got Cholben can I let you know? Can you pee in Chol today? Go members of South Sudanese seat of the nation. Go this generation of today that the life of our people is very important. The life of Southerners. Koi Kachin P. Feel Togatin are the pure. I chin Musaifa with Kena Kenego. Koi did I chin when Kupana Kim. I chin a chamake out on the pewy. The Kakeben I taught on this generation that piro koiko ayukungi very important ayukuni ar bu koiko bigato ekeladu chimane koito pi South Africa chimane koito pi Libya chimane koito pi Egypt koi lenka kan chikoloy ekene wok tongo kolo lideret country chiben we have a country we have the Republic of South Sudan but we need the development how the development will come development of ben ko chumat uda ken gumat ka chin development ko ko rebelu ra an ben abinyi no kwende to kulwel gegidi wo chugulwel the video ko wan chugulwel that ake jam ko yenga lwel pinya pindi achin pinya pindu pinya jinu Sudan pinya jinu Sudan but the chin uptin ina tudu but the pindi du ni choy ko du pinya chi tar kwat a chi tar chan mi ngati da ai we le ran choy pan chol de ngaja pinya chi tar chan mi ngati da ai we edi ji daw the after we akada open okay in the message tonight this morning that what we people of South Sudan seat of the nation. Thank you, Gabriel.
Thank you very much, Ban Kurmalo. Incha leja pai, incha leja red diata. We koi dai, we chuka lej, banyal grang ager. Incha leja red, ban. Incha leja pai, we ka icon, keje chalomer. Thank you. Ban Kurmalo, acha tema chaloy. Really very good, acha tapi melo. Incha leja red. Wobungo do lo teng yin kwer ban kwer malwal to be wala tin implementation eluoide la no koy ko are ni maret na loting ke wan toro juruan cho jej yen tarbay a chi moto nin ko ga chi bena alu yasru koy ko ka bena tayra ka taba ka do tolian tria ka tol go a chi tol ay ka bel kok araka arodian mak mang ko dan no human being biro gi kulel ke ngade ku ka human ka akaret tor ku ke ka yo ku jam tin ret lanu yena cha ser le ran ben kuna lo je choto bu ka be ngade ko lela we ko no ku ko ke ango de ka reni me be now na lela kuma man di sa men man ye na kuma chot ka ngo de ki now you with you querindi kwellen yi bine lewtin be reconciliation aw ke cho peace mat bine lwatin bu loya di tabana ko cha kwen a tu jaret ko ka cheping ay nga ga te de ping ngul wela kuma ko ya na meklo tara ye lo di bu yodi bu yo salatin ken wala ya ngade ko bangade taban ko loy ku yin ki mejo kuma taban ko loy ku kuma ga loy ku ke cho adam ko
Mr. Gabriel Inchallenge again kujela we koi daiben a good question question for the red ye kang ping we ping randi the buy ran mu Junuba Sudan question kila langa le blom tango because ki choy ban chan ba ban ini ya ban ko yi chor ini ya ban ko jungon ini ban ko rini ini ban ko kuikan ini ban ko pit ko to chi ga chao ben ko lang pi chi ga chao ti ben ai to di chin ini ta chu ni den in Gabriel on check du chi ga chak pin check pin ini nyali a chu go tin kam di hadem ke hip ga chin tara le ga che chen le one chi development ben ke chen team ga ta ko tar chan ur kum On ke technology ke jero be gol abu ga chengalet abu ra na gwir ki moto today ira ti ko pot ene tande ko e keri nimka ade ke jari nim either you trying to ke you trying to ke or you pi ki ka adapt it alone what to think but a long way other word English the word manipulate can but I yen ko kor ku bin ku du yutin kipet can be a chain no pi Junuba Sudan SPLM ayuku congolate ku ayuku salute that yen country baby for the creation of Adam and Eden a chin country to conchoy Junuba Sudan but a chikaloy a chikitem many tong you jarit ku kiralo ku ka SPLM chikbobi so can eben that yen ko want to tong include wo heroes we are heroes ku ko yuko lewru that yen kipye chukulo ya gudra anchi to pin ayuku remember ku ko yuko salute Iran pi that wo jike pye chukulo ke tong tin jidong tong the development ayeloy that many way ayeloy one there especially na the tribe band the tribe mayo especially in the Nuer and Dinka and Murle I try by Patrolisa mayo we live at today in government ki mo ka mo ke jebi okay tira ba mu jebi okay tro or when me yel ba mu jebi ko dara ande ci mam ko mu ke je wo ka je ke lo ko cin tande ko nyen para le ba lo wo today do man to ko ko mu ke jebi ke ni ci development I am piat be ke lo road fi junub today there's many way that we could tackle in a good way ke chiri kan le problem do le problem fi junub ko jaay to no ki do koy ko ci pir la tawrong den ato in the jungle they never see the light since they were born aku ki choy light a big team big picture no maj ben bi alan koy ko a chin piu da ken de ngu ken tanya chin yuko piu e big piu ken big jo is talk bu piu we but a lo char bler e rong de ri blen char lo kay rom pi ko ku kay chama ye yo ke pi de ko gal bro change bu mu sej pat bi ko loy ero ke yiben to ke tin bu su kun bi ko loy bi char bi ko to chan bi dang interact ne kam le community chan ko ya cha to ke ko ga ale bu ko change but I report in to ke tin because the pi to ke tin ki pi den ngi but pi der development you call you within a minute you can send a message within the network within a minute within a second kana quick so ko Junuba Sudan ko e kere nimka a kene ke tackle yo ngol be ke pi den be ke shay na lo chat today be lo tonke ku bi ya lo be ga ring ri chan bi ngo ko be ai ko to rok to bana ko e chure ai cham ring bi ko ken bi ga be bo ga ji ke bu ko e pur beke resource ken bi ga be from the pump bi ke rock ka kibin ko ran bin lo pir kene dan pir bin ma ya jot barande la pay e da bin nok or ba pir kene yongul be loy a chile be individual loy badale be country loy ko country along resource ka country I been from the border resource ka country I been from the national resource resource country. I've been from the wildlife resource country. I've been from the business people. All these things. Rather than the country. Actually, there hukuma kan yu ka kan hukuma kula yu ke ran ne chi lo tin ku je kala rio yene ran da hukuma gonno pe ba de ka chi ka ku biga ku lo ke char ku lo ke musaifa e ka bu ko toroki yimi ya char roki ke chinu gotin fi Junuba Sudan today ko ja rio ni ran ni se do rio ni dai len bi cham ki rio ni ran en bi no yenti ken yene ke ating our country a live piat to loye ke chitiken one SPLA or anyanya one include ukuma yite kunta or reparation chino loy pi junub ege tarba ay chinwo how come Liberian pi junub buku at least chaka 3 years kuloye ke development buke chalo chan bichar bijan from Juba to Bentiu bijan from Juba to Wow bijan from Juba to Malakan bijan from Juba to people to Gumrop bijan from Juba to anywhere within South Sudan kubuka ja chat ketina bilang access Quran bina bi jabangi ran bi men da bi jot kuler schooling ran bi men da jitu ay bi jot bi Juba bi musajfa ran bi men da bi jot bi yati yetinga pop te bi pila pyati kene ke katolo ko chin chima ne den to den abe a chi be useful ko chiram be da ja pe enti kene yen alibe banda alibe jotwen ko alibe dor alibe bay ko cheping alibe ping. Thank you, Gabriel.
Ayana podaret, thank you ban kurmalwal acha ke du ka pyat in cha le ja pai so yelwel be pi ba u dor be ben ka kuma
Sure.
through sarlatin or conference be conference be chol ku be salatin kur werba te okay taban ju ga dan convention dan on aleng ci loy 94 convention on loy 94 nga lang ya lo le na la nga kuma dan wan a chin salatin ga bera jor from men nimli men lo ko bay jubal lo ko bay ngare bu ba pi ngo ba lo ka salatin
Pichugudum.
in chugdum that was 94 that was better ne ke gol ne ke yen ni cho ba cho lo e chip en ngade ken so e le ken kur ye lo ya kuma be salatin bu be werba ago ke cho lungo go ben ping ku ja ku wona development be chier bu ngade be chier bu ga te go ba go taban ran lung do ngi ran e cha te pande ai na leng au charan yunum ko karo be la ji ba to ko tio taban lang cha na tingon man wo ko man panda asulu ku cho ngi lo re da kuma charan ga je te ko ba cheli na lo la una leng jam ke kar e ma chot nga go be mo ter ku bo ngade to kana ye lo ko che ping e development in ka leng bu ke japing bu mit kan bu pie ku be e ka piet ku ka piet bi wa jam tin red lanu e wa sero a chu wa sero ko chen support en bu loy support bu ya ko loy ke roma gabel e wo jo bela dutin pingen ken party ken ko ping in the same party big attack be a jam ne ke jam man won to utin e a jam e jam taban leader party ko leader a jam ke chol parliament bi ke mana ke chat kana lo bi ke kana yen pel buku bi wa jam tin red very important lanu na ci reconciliation be chen ki chol peace which ki chol mat the country ku ka yating na lot of Sudan man le yin ting South Sudan ci la tiang jur ku ko da tinga pa kin manto and kill South Sudan kill Juba lekin koy business people now in Juba akoy pay akoy lo men won ko so malo ko ngade ko lo ben different ngade amin ko bay da du a cin gi ci loy uta de rio je ne ngai rio na cin nga ngade ko yinak ngade du so a cin mat longo akoy ko gadu ko ko lo track man yi pie ci man koy won dagates somewhere to ko bi koy dagates ci man for example in Australia wol nga ci lang 10 dagato now medical doctors ga top erun ki medical doctors ato wo wol nga bu lang 10 lawyers bi na chang America okay America ku diaspora am lawyers so Sudanese ku kana loting wa yena ko pe ke la bay ke ben lui ke ben pie ke ben ngade ku mi ko baya to man to ko ngade ko seat wo ka terap u je chamer wer ba to kana e to kin mat e ngatak po pionde akana e pal buku di wo jam tinaret ko cirande be lwel yin cha leja ret
Gabriel, let me emphasize the
okay
in Gabriel, we bio the die. In Gabriel, I can do it. Very good topic. To Sudan, we need to speak the prank. Bugia prank or sop. Bugia royal we local will. Kapanda Gabia. Sudan today. I change Ben, but most of it talk along a figure within the nation. They don't trust their people, but they trust the foreigner.
It's not.
I foreigner can trust who can never like him. Really. You got to behind the village jot or Kera you da being a pure and
The more than you
country. Heaven to contact. The country is too big. It's very big. That mental that is pure and exactly. Man thing given by the University of Juba, the University of Malacan, the University of Papanal, the University of Bor. The Koige, look at trust because I like Jan tomorrow. A carbon would live the country, would legally forward. But what we have today in the country, you can run to Pijunup, came the Junup. A chukur and youth could peer that or a cadet to Pijunup. Kulora and a porna. Law you can rampant. Kubalu, but porna can call a chin porna pandra and ya. Can you call a wugay there?
a malga bujot
A malgay jot, malgay in yard, jot, clear pandey like a pillow pandey, because he ran pandun which are a brajuka in there. And this is why our people in diaspora today, they are still talking about South Sudan. What is in South Sudan? Do you want to go and walk in the mud place, in the muddy place, without road, in the jungle? Mosquito can eat you, all this stuff, but we love it. Chan inchu koi mathi yin, koi tung yin, rinti tung yin, I chakawan. Ukayega niya along kichating, kulong technology da jating teaching yukin. Kababa fly. Usas the student a war. Kekenu kulopio. Keke kabal expert. A big pia that well low pijunu. Because the nature of Mukarku. Kene yene uko ni arwe quite a pijunu. Actually because to go and take your position. But we need it because so we want to make the country to be better for all of us than the foreigner. Thank you, Gabriel.
Ay na pat aware a topi mel in kwer ku ka chol yi to mane ko jalwe le koy country be pya ke yi de kalwel na ting mane pan to tin Australia. Let me say that we are number one around the world. Not that way because I lenga dani cho mid care, lenga dani cho lis care, kwa lenga dani cho settling na ye mera an kirolo, kay yen wuke. Akuma nyenti 100%, appear bating a care koike. Ke lawyer ne amat man leaders. Nothing opposition man can cutting get kiranga go lekena to go loy. Tera la bio ngating ke luel ko kana ku lu country lu ko control big country then big defend yiri ga pya pan ni tin pan cho skal ke an ken luel yen we are reaching o je jammer ku ka chi leaders yen one of them president of the republic lan ko ka ajal John Garanga ci jall ñoon baña ci jall garbina kwañin boole ci jall ku leaders ko ajal lekin ma se ñaa ci wala the tear up our seat alwela penya be akudun door bu ben we abo ger we abo luy so na jo ke ci gëna jero loy man baay bu ko paay koy kok wala ko je pied for example pied ñoo e ke ci election wa loy ku election wa loy South Sudanese in Australia election wa loy South Sudan in America putingu ko ek presentation yo loy de king ko ngi country Republic of South Sudan e man ga loy debate da an kol bulgena yo engineer ka to lui ka kuma outside na lo ben kala man cho jang de ngi yel e one of engineer alu ya outside to ka kuma yene chang yi de ngi chol ria ki yen wan ye ger alu ka kuma keke wed ka de wed wan ye ka tinga de alu ya kuma ka de na kin ge to ko ni ya kuma en ka ngade ya Australian government ye lu ke kene chini be example lang ruwasat ko au ban ko be ko chirka ke na chang na America chima we to America de ti we to America de alu ya kuma
Mr. Gabriel point objective
chima de yin in there leng ba le
ki karbo la kin Gabriel ay adong din pe ti nyang ko ri ker no kor aba le chan be ngi ping tong jeng
okay
e nyang ko le tiel wo dak pin alo le tiel wo dak pin alo le rienti bak dum no pour Iran ping ne ki jamo today tiel ku ci pan fi junub ci fiat in 1994 President Bush was predict that my son William Bush or W. Bush, like a president, was predicted by his father in 1994. After his father stepped down and Clinton come up, the next one his son come as the president.
Judge Bush.
Kikarbalwell fi Junub today. Ekenu ku ngiting up. Echaga wini kirma ya today. We are thinking about letting by letting to the promised land. Good Dukulele came when the president Kir. Why President Kir was the president and he started to become a president. That mentality, what I try to say, even the geographical thing today. Ayela yug that that mentality. Kuyene ki wo jabo light they need to be a call with pure call today. It the whole country could today kule jana lenya. Eka chilang from which location?
Yeah.
To be nearly today. Kukumpin bu Sudan kukumnompi. Local young do you think you will go and say that I'm from Barkiza or I'm from Apanal or I'm from Equatoria? This is the craziness. And this is what Dr. John Graham said a long time ago to the people of Khartoum. That tong the religion because nearly Muslim, nearly Christian. The same thing. Because Rani Chapin at all. Rani Chapin, we need to will because we are like Kachibelaben. Kinjan today, Kachibelaben. Jumana, our hero, Garbino Canyon Ball, Rockpona Rock, our hero, Dr. John Grant, and all our heroes who are fighting for our country, include my brother, include my father, Akin Belaben. Oh, that's the message we have been told by our hero, Mr. Dr. Majaka God. I little pan the Junub. I told Tonko, I told you. Can broad understand of it? Could Junub Sudan? Tonko, I told you. I can't talk around to power today, but I Tonko Ben. So we need to reconcile. Bukulang peace, Bukulang door Junub, Buru ko mi the Junub Sudan. Kuchukuru the thing. That and the tribe can, and the tribe can, or from this clan, from this region, from this county, from this Boma, you know, achieve long instability. But upon within 10 years, go in that clash of tribe, because South Sudan will be like London. South Sudan will be like United States of America and Australia. This is a message of our people that TN, Enyang Korelwe TN, what Dakpi, Kim be TL Konyu, Kia TL Kun, Lebala Tiop, who want to die. Kiran calling, but we will. But you need a call by Yuki way, Kubacham, what on the people thing, well long people. So TN number one, Kutian Kianyai, a book door. A book door. A Chalawin country. A Chuodor country, a Chuban, Kuninga Pande. But can book band together. A book watching Noben. Book chat today. That man the Dinka. Command the Nuer. Command the wear up. Command the will. Command the wear up. Command the video. Because jump. Because you dumb. Kuburu you came with the Jumbo Sudan. Good or went, you know. Can it? In a bit or by Panda. Ku TAD to walk. A little message you want. Kay Panda Jurupio. You was that right? Jurupia. A key Janway. A pretty Janway. In a benping. In a benping in Oreo. That chocolate or Buku Jesu. Buku Jesu did. Buku Jesu Buku did told him. A Kalewa your way yinger. Because we came to a canaloy.
Good a pig.
A Buru Chapiat. Jan Buku Mondi de Junup. They are pure. Chitong Tor. Chika Kenya, Chima the Yaikin. The Kin Musafa. Kin Gicham Buku Jamit Pio. Can it? In a P. In a P. University and Bellatway. So thank you, Mr. Gabriel.
You know, for the red Intabel, you will on no question. Taban can na local thing, a few pal question, a better top question. I create in a pion the country. Kuyene in a pion door in tow thin. A book job Poluya, who it's good that the Taban we quite all here. Can a reputation Kawenchuka yung yen wa churu ke yen toy wagu en ke loy koje ki ci koje ma danu we to wer welen duon ci we ki wero pietin awoti kin wo pietin ku ko loy ko ja na rot ko ja pay rot ko ja leader da kiro nyar party ki nyar ku wo kiro lew to ba na lo critical ke South Sudan a chem other state a chem Kenya mala jot ku tioba jot Uganda mala jot ku tioba jot Ethiopia mala jot ku tioba jot yene chang yen Republic of Sudan a jot part so a jot well in other way around ki chuting now ye ngoyin you were pure essential way we ko to air jumaro churu gam time because of kerbai ko chin ga ngade to bana rer ke leng bare chin ga na ku pir ti dan lekin gi chon nation ku ki leader lewo there will not a chin go forget ki leader yin lu je jam represent pi America yo ngwe tinge ne ke ni reconciliation yen leng ta sir lango ko to sa ten
ayer wo bio ro cha ba le jaret ku yin cha le jin Mr. Gabriel to make it brief could be understand very good definitely as Mr. Gabriel Chilwell which topic you Sudan what of the diaspora especially what of the Canada Australia America our program when we our program muku HI South Sudan State of the Nation tong dara be HI tirap ku ga HI minor ku ga HI lost boy there's nothing that we are really hurry but there is something concern because we are the part of this revolution of South Sudan and TNT to become a country. We fight for that country. And the reason we were fighting, if we were still in South Sudan, maybe there is access. But along which you thought about you grant, a members cook, I think in access, can bring a kid there by I cheater terror. The peer koi quantum human Garbino Canyon in the peer today. Human Yarokton, human Dr. John Grant, Yajarob. We are now quite you cook Gijan. I do more because I need a pen with Lego schooling. Utopia and computer along Medicaid, Louis government. But they got Tarbai. Kayiki Mayat and big generation will be ben.
Yeah, benefit.
Belang good life could be a benefit. What can you benefit diaspora? What is that benefit that you will love in another way? Because without revolution of South Sudan, go watch the book who benefit children. But Tong Chirolo, a Chikoyin can belong tap. Kubaben Chiman Chin it of UK. Inja educate. You know about the world, not even the South Sudan by itself, the all universal, the life. You see, people are live from here, they go to the space. Russia go to the space always. The same thing, America, Canada.
Yeah.
Some Africa, they send the stuff to the space. The important can buy a man buy a we can buy a man buy a good citizen. A belang door, door. Can buy a man buy I am piat. Bukoy keto pan tontin. Bikato kadamum lao. Yanum long. A bigato. A long good medication. Along good Medicaid. Along good education. Along good treatment. Along good the life of living.
Such a life.
It is we people who live in diaspora We are always go to the factory and do other stuff and try to help. Either you don't help according the way of you cannot help the nation. But when you help your parent, you help the nation. Because the nation Iran. But you think country which lang num lao, o lang num lao. Kubuku do road, ko ka chiti katawde na buka crack. Chan binga bidang lo de. Binga bu peer pet. You can are more consent. In other hand, Jimmy Yini Gabriel, in the pure bongo, in the pure toba walk, who lay pure bongo, we need to don, who's the same to us. We're part of that. We are veteran of that country. We're veteran. Even we are still young. We think you were young. We're veteran. We're veteran of the country. So, what are our boys? Our boys, because they've been a child, because quite a thing I would think I seen him now. Keke will like him. Sudan, a independent. But walk that. One more okay independent. We are still running. Seeing the day we went across the country to Ethiopia, to the front line, to Kenya, to America. We need independent, the full independent. So our people can be in peace. So we can come back to the country. General today or ambassadors, by ambassador, just signed within the government. Kuletopi Russia. Ekalaji or hotel Sanduki. Kuler Pijuba. Why not we? Ying a corbu topi outside. Ying a Chirupia below Pijuno. All this stuff event. Ayoko near Pijuno Sudan, Langum Lao. Kajuko Yoga team, call the Lonka Yoga team. Panda Louis Lut. A Louis Lut Porna. Those manipulate. I took a knee. Because what you are educated. We are educated. We can do many things. We can make our country to be better again, to be a better country. All the necessity of living, I'll book a grain to our country. But that you could hear and which you can be a little koike chippy or koike totin. Ka koike people, a koike wear up, a koike bentil. That thing which you can win again, young Colwell. Because Sudan will be like Sodom and Gomorrah. We need to be careful. We need to see that in many angles. Our president and the vice president and the rest and the some of the president actually people can belong to Dora Kinben. Achi long route Dora Kinben. Achi no Dora Kinben. You call Bulo. A book we are royal to WhatsApp. A book we are harmful to WhatsApp. The panda. We are speak today in our own heart. We are South Sudanese. Not for us, but for the generation to generation. For the people who suffer for longer. For the people who have been suffer for many things. The people of South Sudan. So can we got to be diaspora. There's nothing we are lacking, but we are lacking of the crying of our people. We are just always thinking how our people can stop crying. Yenga beping, achu konping na achu ping tumalele atonne pi koi ke religious. Ayo diene miskisra lakini ada jiping. But technology today, the enemies go to Sudan. Achi European ping. Does that make sense? The enemies go to Sudan. Achi European ping. We hear the crying of our people. They have been crying while we were in, and they are still crying. Ping. Enough is enough. We send this message to our country, to our president, unite the people. Call all the people of South Sudan to hand over all these weapons and let them go to the wherever they can live, so they can cultivate, so they can make the life of living, so they can work in many industries, create the work, and let our people live in peace. Sudan, better the people. Thank you, Mr. Gabriel.
Yeah, no for the red, Bankurmalwal, really good. Kupula chap, the way to the leg, we quite die. Ku yaga cheer because of the pink. Kalu quick, Akagbai, a check aqua. Akagbai, which it one talk in a chugal away. Kupa, and I chew authority no there. To no there, Kiran, Kennedy and Tau. You know, time when you come along. A cut away and book situation of Bugating Lano. I look on Nalo Guru Sudan, coach, who affected the Cuba Pure Mere. Example South Sudan businesses, Juba are looking to control the foreigners countries. Kaya human money, yum Juma, Alembo will toy with you will dumb. Because some people talk a little religion there, Kakato will. Canada Giga? What about man there? You know why? You can will Jaloka, Google control Koiko. That is it. You want to buy. Tuko lang bukulo but you ngade holiday do Koiko like Sunday now ko Christian. Leng tu metio ki buy lui. So kakade awa tai kwa chukanya. Achuonya na buy ku you have to book to ko South Sudanese. Book business self. Business we are no ko pay. Yere ko no le. We ko pay outside then. Api ko to outside ko to in Junub or Africa ko pay. We have book consider. To realize ko buru da guy ko. You know country just do pay ko now law you man South Sudanese ke ga lo pinu ko pinu other country human pinu chumal Sudan ke abe dor be loy wal ka ken akin ngade they have to cooperate ken ka dia we have afia na lo pinti le rala le be cooperate ko ken man ko kala ngati do ko ke ka be aka ngadi ko ku ya bla man lu ro tai ku we ken to how is it we have back ngadi be ka be wage asulu be dor ran ti bi jola ben ko chiro mat yena gi jango today bu kon ma do South Sudanese ku jo dor jur jo no dori tiria o yusuf ya bu loy yena dor Sudan bu jo be loy ko kon ko chiro tied together chiro ngi ko chiro mat so yanga pial piece of constellation the delta junub Sudan abu ko je lewro business su ko abu mi ko private sector in a bill lekin private sector ku ko country pe ke muken ke be abide ke control that is it it's not completely so can abijo to ya wo bla pen yen ka be ko ko na kere yen ka bi wo jo dil ka bi wo jo dil ko chin kur malwal ku buku bulo bre ku buku jo tio question yen before we jam about reconciliation kuja yen peace within South Sudan ku koy ko ngi ko nim bi bañ bi lewdi tabana ci ko ule bañ ni ka lo yen ci man ko won ci no le taban the gear or controller au pointer yen president of the public or cabinet yen parliament yen create yen deal now koy ko nim just na lo ku ngare ko kada biya yo nyal lo pi the loy or kana bijay bi president lewdi ko koy ko yo ko tingare nim te nek bëgg jaay ke cho piit ke panda be piade di de ke jaay
in chale yare Gabriel again we were quite even as the same coordination de ko chugulwel chugulwel tong English ko chugulwel tong jeng ko mo do koy dai ke koy dai koy cho da we ke ji na mo jang ai dai ai ping tong mo jang actually I chin ko hukuma dal ko hukuma ari da war ke jeben ina che hukuma ina che ndo loy ko hukuma de hukuma ka tar hukuma de ku kachin tribe ta ga tribe koy to the tribe de greni alibu consider ato chuma ni chwar ai chwar lo chan bu koy ko pe ku ken ga long way loy telebu hukuma da loy ti a chulo wan ne live wan ko in Gabriel a chulo la yen arata rejidu be Sudan ben rana long chin mai rana muk dang ben Iran ci dang ci le ku lo ku le jeng de South Sudan le pyo ku le dang kwal ku le bai dang da to ko Iran ran de a ci dang de ci lo ci o yede ti ku to chambela la pe e ka kibir ka kamoto to pe jinu bu ga bedi ke te lo yen ti ya ti ngel bu lo yen chan be pyat chan bai ci lang dor man ci bai lang dor ke dang to lo ka chin alibu ga compensate alibu hukuma ga chol le Iran mudang fi junub ku yin kana san bay dang du dang ro bage ko ce bla pe kara an bi da bukar dang le ku le hukuma le ge won dollar di da ne jad e jad be jand juru Sudan because a wuken ta ban kira ne le wa kira no ko ji wuken ba da wuken da ko lu ko ji wuken le bu ko e kele le yin be da a ja dang du bay ke yi dang du ko bage bo yin wonde a ben we no ko ka bo ku ko kin e ka ci ba jirmi ci ke tei ma jirim ci dang le ju wati e kene ne joto ko go bita difa bita jurub abe je ya le je di jurub Sudan ku ñu tira ke dang ju bay ne ma jirim ku ka ci be ju kene ko yin access ma chakin ci di da wane ne dom dom a ci bento dang ci be la top top kene one of the way le be dang ba be no ko ci jurub Sudan in the said chan bu koy ko bu ga dor ke je ku la ka nok bu ro nok bu mo to ni nok or bu je gi jinu ba nok kene wo koy dir ko hukuma ta jurub Sudan that tackle kuloyi country be me to no kakin den to no kakin be ka gear ne wo e ka bi ke doro bo pi jurub ko da ci dere re jurub dang re jurub ke dang bi be de ke jurub Sudan be lang mum law kene in bayn bay in bayn di jurub Sudan Iran mu je Iran mu police mo se nya lotong we dadien kene dan that can be dang be gear no kakin ku ci la rumurier le ka be ga gear ke dor bu ben fi jurub Sudan Quran be be lang access dange ga be tegi to kakin ran ga ki dang be mu ko be dang mu be ayi ko ke dia ko ke wan e ka be lang access be police to dang jola be ran mi jirim lang access be ko ga mining can be ka ci ga wifi be kala baby ade way le be all this the military equipment be je chat num law ke chin ke bero lo pi University Sudan ku be small criminal ke jikanto be ke jolo dombe de ko chin and he said the whole country mugdal be 1000 or 4000 with hukuma because hukuma ache jiru be rare ne bi yen chen dangule la kre lo because da ko dom ke 4000 guleri en ke travel wala you ke 10000 ala ko about coming and that message Iran ping message na a great message to achieve the peace and reconciliation in the Republic of South Sudan. A way we do to benefit you. And there's many ways. There's many ways. There's many ways. The baker chicken loy. So you Mr. Gabriel, I think a good point. We in a point the bay, then baby in a question because I'm gonna react to you. In a react to Sudan. Thank you.
Ay, and for that, thank you. Where I will ben, taban ke chen ke irier. Mana koi jai, ay lung ay ke pie lung. Kanaling betoya taban na cuman ni wo lwe la lung lawyer store outside. Koi kanang bilang ye koi pie jadi. Na lang workshop au conference. Ku chol salatin taban kriye ben. Ku chol banyu bae ke kaya by control. Lo le ke ya kuma lwel yene changa kere lwel ku peace be the Republic of South Sudan the conference below kidit when be your apology gam could be your giving forgiveness be le ko yene ben ko ku kana be because by to the point that be by balance stability so kana court training ya because pilong bona na jay ko lo kuma tibi akuma bi loidi kakato pa an be din to kabatao ku buku ya wana buku tio we ko we chu lej we rera pai ku rera pai ne akarbai kalwel ko ka lo twen be panda ben tabano tak bai but now then so kana yene ko loiku pa we cha lej
Pizza. Yeah. Pizza. Banyaknya aja mau Sudan.
Anh ta lấy ra bên Sultan, kanya tadi. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ban Machar. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ban Kurmalwal, welcome back.
My pleasure.
Boku jo wind up and then we. Yeah, you into the red. Ceta di mana walu tadi Amerika. Mana pengurun?
Almost 6 o'clock.
Yeah, na bagi jo kor junub Sudan de ye ko ke ngar ke bagi yeni na bagi jo yenin. Hey, na fot ba boku jo wind up ba jo le ko won ko ngade boto. Okay, no peace, reconciliation.
And one again, thank you, Mr. Gabriel Atem. You did a great job for hosting the show of South Sudan Seat of the Nation every weekend, and many that can update our people. Thank all the viewers across the globe, especially in the United States, Canada, and Australia, and South Sudan. Our show, which we always do, is concerned about the life of our people, the development of our country, and all that necessity that can make our country get better. This is a great thing that we are doing. We really love it. We love our people. For our message of today or tonight, as you see, the message there in the screen is about reconciliation. The reconciliation of the people of the Republic of South Sudan across the diaspora, across South Sudan. We know that as we are leaders, our people are divided in many ways across the globe because of many things or other. We call all our people for dividing us. We should be fall always, but when we united, we stand strong. So this message is going to all of us that we call for the peace, the unity to our people, that our people have been suffering for many, many years. Our people have been suffering, especially in Africa, in the Republic of South Sudan. It is a work of all of us. We should not put it as the work of the country itself. The country should not work without us. It is us. We are the people can bring this thing to work. To talk about the justice so our people can respect and respect the rule, respect the country, and respect themselves. Give themselves chance that they can stay in peace and stability in the country. This is our message of today, and it is the message. The all stimulus are the message we always put at the people of South Sudan, the seat of the nation, because we are the generation. We are still the generation that can thinking for the coming generation. We are the youth of this country. We are the power of that country. We should focus the way our people can unite it. As tonight, I salute all of you, the people of South Sudan. We are going to the independent, which we get independent in July 9, which is close to us. Let's be happy. Let's reconcile to ourselves so we can celebrate the independence of the Republic of South Sudan with a good heart, and we love each other. And God bless us. God bless South Sudan. And God bless the people of the Republic of South Sudan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben Kurmalwal. Thank you very much. Video Kojiten, Kuleja did read Langin, Lanu, Barrera Gujita. It's not easy. You know, it's really, you are like somebody during our time of liberation. In Jola to Jambuj Pijok, but you're over Robrun Gufenway. So I could get the challenge, well done, a good job. Kului by Chia, a Chata Sir. Kichalui Bukpia, Chalui by a Chejal. Kwachini Bating now, later on, Kaling Bafil that the Langpia Jalui community, Langpia Jalui by. Choka Kwan, a Langukuni community now the way around. Chok Tian Charanyong Nin. Every Sunday, say bless.
Thank you.
Yeah, Nimba Jonyai, ku Bakoi ku moderate. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My pleasure.
For the thanks.
Yep.
Thank you very much, my people. We are now going to close which our viewer. Thank you very much. And Jik Karkonatio, Jumbo Kanyato, and Koikok, which are later. Jamotin today, take your peace in our country, peace and reconciliation in the Republic of South Sudan. We discuss or we talk about the peace, the importance of peace. As we know, peace is belong to. When we agree in peace, the country will be prosper. We will build our trust. We'll cooperate. Will be with very strong harmony So that's why we talk about it, because our people are scattered. We are everywhere around the world, and the country still have no peace at all. People are dying roadside. They cut themselves in pangas. They kill themselves, gun everywhere. That people mean that people are not in one piece. So let us be together. Let us be in one, as been mentioned, that one nation, one people. So South Sudan has to be for everybody. Let to be very inclusive, not exclusive. We really encourage our people to restore. We need restoration of harmony, trust, peace among our people. We need to forgive each other. Forgiveness is very important. We know that we crush ourselves during the war. We are not clean, all of us, but let's forgive and let our nation go forward, not backward. Those who are on our side, we have to preach that. Let's preach the peace to our people that build our country. We cannot make others' country beautiful. What about the Republic of South Sudan? So let us join our hand together and call for the peace, call for the reconciliation. Is where it's going to the system of the government of Republic of South Sudan, our president. We need our president to, we really honor to say that to President of Republic of South Sudan to call reconciliation, call all the parties to come together, and let us be sorrow, let us be forgiveness, because we lost many people during the wartime. Let to be 100% trust ourselves and go forward, forward, not backward. We chak lay we ko die, we chak lay red, we butiok, ke yena to tin ke chol reconciliate bu ko mat, bu ko kitchen mat, yet word ma betu. Chien tok, adaga chipping it now, but na to na ke kaping road. Akor bu ka chu ko wai road, whether ye ngai langi chu wayin ke kapal. Ba ke tok, ba ke road pal away anan kira ko ju jamar kam ko a pal ke ku logo twen bu panda bu yik bi pinnum be ting in Bible Isaiah 18 ay lwel koy bar ku ka lak a bi pinnum kriyo ye nan ko bi pinnum riyo ci wo panda ci yen wo ku panda bu yik bu ba ci lo twen ku pal man bu ko don man kene ke lang balwel bu ni tawai bodia wera ba totin pal bu tor rot bu panda bu gel ba South Sudan bu gel bi defend bu gel koy lenge ko do loitin and because ten and thank you very much we viewers we be job do live every Sunday o ngade alas na len ka ci won ko ki wo ko lotin ka ko community awo jot man we want to law and ci to state so we chocolate we ko die o nyali ko week every Sunday wo be job yok. Thank you very much. Thanks. Which are later